You're watching ABC7 News at 5.
Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Jacqueline Matter.
I'm Scott Dennis. Thanks so much for being with us tonight. Topping our news tonight, Northport police say a deadly overnight shooting was justified.
The incident happened on Hyde Park Avenue in Northport. 3 people were involved in a domestic dispute that led to one man being shot and killed. ABC7's Christopher Brantley joins us now with more on why police won't be filing charges. Christopher?
Good evening. The police call this a justifiable homicide, meaning they believe the shooter had cause to shoot. The shooting happened around 4:30 a.m. outside of a woman's home on Hyde Park Avenue.
She had these 2 males were guests in her home, and an argument took place between those 2 males.
Authorities say the argument turned physical.
The gentleman who is deceased, we believe that he is the aggressor in this situation, and that the shooter in this case was in fear for his life and took action into his own hands.
The shooter does have a concealed weapons permit.
We're comfortable after working with the state attorney's office and going through the details that we're calling this a justified or justifiable homicide.
On Monday, the scene garnered a lot of attention because it's right next door to the Northport Library.
How can a family or children be safe in this area? It's supposed to be a safe place for children to be, for families to come.
At this point, authorities are continuing to investigate. They'll want to know the circumstances around the disagreement that led to the use of deadly force. Live in Northport, Christopher Brantley, ABC7, your Suncoast News.
All right, Christopher, thank you. Tonight, investigators are trying to figure out what sparked a fire that destroyed a house in Northport. City officials are releasing video of the flames shooting out of a house on Weatherton Street. The fire broke out around 2 o'clock this morning. The house was fully engulfed when crews arrived. They got there late because the people who live there were out of town. Luckily, no one was injured, but that house is deemed a total loss.
Sarasota County Sheriff's deputies investigating a possible explosion near a home in Sarasota overnight. Deputies responded to several calls of a loud noise on Swift Road right around midnight. Some neighbors say it sounded like dynamite or maybe a propane gas tank exploding, while other neighbors said the loud noise sounded like a transformer blowing up. Several neighbors also claim the home is abandoned and is known for drug activity.
Police are there like every day, but people are just like upset with all the traffic going on in that house.
So far, it's not known exactly what caused or who caused the possible explosion. Deputies say no one was hurt and there seems to be no immediate danger to the public.
A Sarasota man is arrested on multiple felony charges thanks to a neighbor who saw him commit a home burglary. Deputies were first alerted to Hawthorne Street in Sarasota on Friday afternoon. When deputies arrived, they noticed broken glass and blood on several doors and furniture inside the house. When deputies approached the suspect, he resisted and then pulled out an 8-inch butcher's knife from underneath his shirt. 37-year-old Benjamin Black is now facing multiple charges, including aggravated assault, resisting an officer, obstruction, and burglary. And if you want to stay up to date on local crimes happening in our community, make sure to download our ABC7 app. You can find it under WWSB or My Suncoast in the App Store.
Temperatures warming up a little today.
Oh,
I
yes,
could feel
you could
that.
feel
I'm
it.
sure everyone noticed it. Let's get more on our forecast now from Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan. Bob?
Yeah, temperature's going to be riding about 3 to 5 degrees above average over the next several days, it looks like. Right now it's 88 degrees and out near the water a little bit cooler because of the water temperature now at 77. Nice beach conditions over the weekend, too. A little bit on the cooler side, but that is changing, too. With that breeze coming in off the Gulf on Saturday night, it was a little bit cooler along the area beaches. 88 degrees right now. We have sunshine, a few fair weather cumulus clouds around, and the relative humidity. Look at that, 30% right now. East and northeast winds are at 13, and the pressure way up there, 30-10. That continues to rise. Temperature now at downtown 86. At the airport, it is 88. 85 in Mayaca City, 86 in Bradenton, 86 as well in Northport, and temperatures, the Gulf water temperature now at 77. Your evening planner looks good. We'll have fair skies right through the 11 o'clock hour, just a few fair weather cumulus clouds dissipating, and then we'll see 71 degrees at 11 o'clock. Now, warm up is on the way, and we're watching something that may be in the tropics, so we'll talk about that coming up in a few minutes. Back to you.
All right, Bob, thank you. A longtime teacher at Brookside Middle School has been suspended since February for an altercation with a 14-year-old student. It happened the day after the Parkland school shooting during a track meet. John Russo says he saw an unidentified person heading towards students and ignoring his calls. It turned out to be a 14-year-old student who became aggressive and attacked him. However, the school resource officer says based on security camera footage, the student did not appear to make any threats, and it was Russo who made first contact, pressing the student against a wall.
John's trying to protect his school. He's trying to protect the kids, and in this day and age and the heightened awareness that they had that day, how can it become a criminal charge?
John Russo was charged with battery and now faces up to a year in prison if convicted. He has been removed from the classroom since that February incident, pending the results of the investigation.
Students, district staff, and representatives from the NAACP gathered at Riverview High School this afternoon to talk about racial issues. The gathering is part of a plan by the Sarasota County School District to better understand discrimination that students are facing at the high school. This follows an incident last week when a student posted a promposal on social media using a racially charged message. Some students say this meeting was a long time coming, and they hope everyone can learn from this.
I would want them to know that students are uncomfortable. I'm uncomfortable with people who take this as a joke, people who want to judge me based on my African American history.
The Sarasota County School District put out a statement after the meeting saying that they plan to use the information shared today to develop more conversations in the future.
ABC7 business commentator Richard Stern joins us now. Richard, we were up triple digits this morning, and now this afternoon we're down triple digits.
Unfortunately, Scott, you're absolutely right. Well, more sellers than buyers, as we like to say in my world, when we really don't know. And guess what? We really don't know. What we do know, by the way, and this happened over the weekend, a big, big deal, and you might be aware of it already, but T-Mobile buying Sprint for $26.5 billion. The stocks of both companies went down sharply today on the news. And guess what? The month of April is now in the books. The month of April finished with a very small gain, just over 50 points, 0.2%. But for the year to date, the Dow Jones Industrial Average is down by 556 points. That's 2.25%. That being said, let's look at today's figures. The Dow Jones Industrial Average, Scott's right, triple digit down 148.04, 0.6%, closing at 24,163.15. That on volume of 819 billion shares. The NASDAQ also a loser for the day, down exactly 0.75%, down 53 points at 7,066.27. That on volume of 1,909 million shares. And if they're down, so's the S&P, 22 points, a little over 0.8% at 2,648.05. Well, the good news is investors discriminate. They discriminate. They see good news on a bad day, the stock goes up. Nothing could be more true of McDonald's today. The golden arches are looking as gold as ever. The company came out with first quarter earnings that were well above Wall Street expectations on both the top line and the bottom line. Same-store sales, which is a critical measure, same-store sales were higher, and they have now been higher for 11 consecutive months. That, my folks, is almost 3 years, and guess what? It all got turned around by something called all-day breakfast. That seems to be the thing that turned the corner, and need I say, they've turned it very well. The stock was up by 5.75% in a market that was lower, so pretty impressive.
All right, people like their pancakes for
Yes,
breakfast.
apparently
for dinner,
so. At 3 in the afternoon.
Right. Well, what about some expectations for tomorrow?
A small company called Apple, if you're familiar with it, they're going to be releasing earnings tomorrow. Okay. So it's after the close, so we'll have to kind of wait for it, but I think it'll be important.
Yeah. All right. Thank you, Richard.
You're welcome.
Still to come in your Suncoast News tonight, there are plenty of condos and apartments being built right now in the downtown Sarasota area, but are any of them actually affordable?
And it's warming up here on the Suncoast. Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan will have more on your forecast for the rest of the week. Plus, if you want to add some extra years on your life, a new study reveals healthy habits that can help.
The ABC7 Stock Report is sponsored by Sunset Cadillac.
Patriotism. It inspires passionate debate. It's worn like a badge of honor with good reason, because it means love and devotion for one's country. But what really makes up this country of ours? It's the people. To love America is to love all Americans. This year, patriotism shouldn't just be about pride of country. It should be about love. Love beyond age, sexuality, disability, race, religion, and other labels. because love has no labels.
Get to Sunset Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram, Fiat in Sarasota for big savings during the spring sales event. Shop the area's largest selection of new 2018 Jeep Wranglers, or get the most awarded SUV of all time, a new Jeep Cherokee, for as little as $19,999. Find the path to your next great adventure in the all-new Jeep Compass for just $17,999. Better prices, bigger selection. Go to Sunset Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram, Fiat in Sarasota.
Hi, I'm Chef Bob. Watch Aprons in the Kitchen every Wednesday morning on ABC7, where we'll be serving up the most awesome dishes. Then stop by your neighborhood Publix, pick up the recipe card and all the ingredients.
Today, everyone is looking for more fashionable choices in flooring than ever before. And G. Fried has responded with a huge selection of carpets, tile, wood, laminate, and vinyl. Installed by a highly skilled team, G. Fried has got everything you're looking for and more. The next time you think about quality flooring, think G. Fried Flooring America. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
Tomorrow at 4 on Suncoast View. Stage and screen star Tony Danza is making his first appearance in Sarasota, and he joins us in our studio. I'm Stephanie Roberts on Suncoast View. We talk with the taxi star about his career and his upcoming cabaret performance at the Sarasota Opera House. Our beauty expert is back with information about a special Mother's Day facial idea. Plus, the Starlight Room gives us a preview of Ruthless the Musical. Tomorrow at 4 on Suncoast View.
Get more for your money at Sunset Subaru in Sarasota. Subaru vehicles hold their value better than any other brand for 2018, according to ALG. And Subaru is Kelley Blue Book's most trusted brand for 4 years running. The Subaru Impreza is an IIHS top safety pick for 11 years running. Lease a new Subaru Impreza today for just $155 a month, or get 0% financing with zero down. Get more for your money. Go to Sunset Subaru in Sarasota.
When money's tight and emergencies arise, CashNetUSA.com is available 24/7 to deliver quick loans for approved customers when they need it the most.
Apply now at CashNetUSA.com.
Money's on the way with CashNet USA.
It's considered the fastest growing area in Sarasota, the Rosemary District, part of the original layout of the city. New housing units have broken ground on several corners, but many wonder if they're actually affordable. ABC7's Alan Cohn joins us now with more on what's coming up tonight at 7 o'clock. Alan?
Scott, it almost seems like it happened in the blink of an eye. The building boom in the Rosemary District. The city says it's only just beginning, with several new developments in the works. Many of these include beautiful condos and apartments, but the big question is, who could afford them?
A whole new zoning ordinance for the Rosemary District to provide opportunities for a higher density, but also provide, what the area needs: more open space, wider sidewalks, affordable housing, and other things.
Tonight at 7, we talk to developers and the city about the vision for the Rosemary District and the efforts to entice the young professionals in the area to live there. Back to you.
Okay, thanks, Alan. We'll talk to you then. Now to a developing story in Central Florida. In the past week, at least 10 sinkholes have been reported in the Wind Chase at 4 Ranch subdivision in Ocala. The holes are forming around a retention pond. People have been evacuated from 8 homes. City leaders now trying to figure out how to fill in those sinkholes and stop them from developing once again.
Issue we see every so often here in Florida.
A lot of people probably using sprinklers and water systems because there hasn't been a lot of rainfall around, and we are also looking at dry conditions for the upcoming days. Now, there's no fire red flag warning at this point, but that may change by midweek. We'll talk about that a little bit later. But here's what's happening. The visible satellite imagery is showing fair weather cumulus clouds developing on the east to northeast wind around an area of high pressure, which is not budging. It's going to hold firm, or it looks like, for the next at least 5 days. Those fair weather cumulus clouds making it all the way to the coast, indicating that there's not much of a sea breeze that has kicked in, so that east to northeasterly wind is a little bit stronger than the sea breeze, and so it's pinned right there near the coast. There's a chance a shower or two could pop up here, but not tonight, but I think more so tomorrow. That rain chance, though, less than 20% for a possible shower as a result of the sea breeze. Got to look at the temperature forecast. Now, the lows to start things off won't be too bad, into the mid-60s. That's just a couple degrees above average. But as far as the highs go, temperatures will warm and approach 90 degrees each and every afternoon. This is at 5 o'clock. More than likely, we will have reached 86 to 87 degrees before then. And then again, low temperatures into the mid-60s to start things off on Wednesday. And then Wednesday, we'll start to see a little bit more humidity around, and temperatures will get close to 90 degrees in some areas. So that will be the case, I think, over the upcoming days. This is a long-range weather forecast model showing you the red and orange is the area where temperatures are above average and also nearing 90 degrees. You'll see that each and every day. This is Saturday, still very warm here. So we take you through Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. And that heat really isn't budging much as high pressure stays in control over the southeast United States. And again, that continues on into Sunday and even into Monday. Temperatures remaining above average, which is not too atypical for this time of year. We do get a couple of weeks that temperatures are a little bit above average. No rainfall around at all with that high pressure ridge dominating. It looks like we're not expecting to see anything as far as rainfall goes over the upcoming days. Currently, it's 88 degrees. That's the warmest reading we've had now today. The humidity is low, 30%, pressure 3010. That's high. That continues to rise. Now, this is the European forecast model showing, you'll notice not many clouds in the southeast as we move through time. Wednesday, lots of sunshine around. Some showers down to our south. We'll keep an eye on that. That activity looks to be gaining some strength there. Here comes a cold front on Thursday. That cold front, though, vanishes as high pressure just kind of blocks it off. The Northeast still seeing this upper level low spinning, causing clouds and showers there. But look at the clear skies from Ohio all the way down into Louisiana, Alabama, and Mississippi, and another storm developing over the central Rockies. What's happened is that the trough of the jet stream has now dropped down into the east United States, and high pressure is dominating the eastern third of the nation, and low pressure is dominating the western half. Now, this high will move around just a little bit over the upcoming days. It will shift off to the east a little bit more, and that will give us some more east to southeasterly wind, which will have a tendency to bring the relative humidity higher and higher. There's that front coming down into Texas on Thursday, and there could be some action there as far as rough weather goes, because this will be feeding that warm, moist air into that cold front. So this will be the hotbed of activity for severe weather, I think, over the southern plains and through the central plains as well. And look at all the moisture gathering here to the east of Florida. That's a low pressure area that's trying to develop there. Temperatures, tomorrow's high 78 in Kansas City, Chicago 81. So that heat goes all the way into Detroit, 80 degrees. That's well above average. I mentioned the European model last week showing something trying to develop here near the Bahamas. And it's a possibility we may see a little low pressure here. The GFS is also indicating maybe a little low pressure developing here, a tropical low, if you will, and then it will shift off to the north and east. Most models are depicting that movement as a result, again, of that system developing and a high pressure kind of wrapping it and pushing it off toward the north and eventually off to the northeast. So for boaters tomorrow, we'll start off with the 15-knot winds in the morning at east, and subside 5 to 10, then pick up again later on in the evening. A moderate chop on the bays and inland waters. The forecast as far as the next 7 days go, not much change. 87 on Tuesday. Wednesday, we'll see 88 degrees. This temperature will be feeling a little bit warmer than that. And then we stay in the 80s and upper 80s all the way through Saturday. 89 degrees, mostly sunny skies. Temperatures in the upper 60s all the way through the period. 88 on Sunday with lots of sunshine around too. We'll keep an eye on that system though over the Bahamas. It looks like it's going to stay away from Florida even if it does develop. It's not going to be much to it. We'll have much more on that coming up a little bit later. Back to you.
Thanks, Bob. Now to first alert traffic. We're seeing some backups in downtown Bradenton and into Palmetto on the DeSoto Bridge as you head north into Palmetto. And then traffic also a little slow going as you head over the Green Bridge as well into downtown Palmetto tonight. Jacqueline?
Thanks, Scott. In health news tonight, how can you add over a decade to your life? A new Harvard study released today says it may only take 5 steps. ABC's Elizabeth Hirsch shows us what those are.
Life is too short. There is not enough time. And turns out Americans spend more on health care than any country in the world, using the latest treatments to offer a few more precious years, but we still rank 31st in the world for life expectancy. Would you like to tack on some extra years? Researchers in a new study out today point to 5 healthy habits that can offer more than a decade of extra life. They are: don't smoke, eat a healthy diet, exercise every day for a half hour, drink moderately, and maintain a normal weight. Easier said than done, but here's the reward. Using 30 years of data on thousands of men and women and the risks of dying from cancer and heart disease, the more healthy behaviors you can add, the greater the change in life expectancy. In fact, the difference from adopting 0 of the 5 to practicing all 5 was an additional 12 years of life for men and extra 14 years for women. These results are similar to results from previous studies done in Japan, the UK, Canada, Denmark, Germany, and Norway. Now, doctors wonder how they can get us here on board. With this Medical Minute, I'm Elizabeth Herr, ABC News.
Does flower pollen trigger seasonal allergies? Well, you may assume that it is a major trigger for seasonal allergies, but allergist Mark Aronica says pollen in most flowers are not triggers for allergy symptoms. Despite this, some people are sensitive to floral scents. True pollen allergies often include ragweed, trees, and grass. Coming up, a pair of pelicans steal the spotlight at a college graduation, and a nature photographer catches a once-in-a-lifetime shot. Those stories and more straight ahead.
You want a Maserati, but you need an SUV. Why not have both? Levante, the Maserati of SUVs.
Experience it today at Sunset Maserati, Alfa Romeo of Sarasota. The following message is brought to you by Mesobook.com.
People who have been diagnosed with mesothelioma have many questions. How did I get this disease? What are my treatment options? How will this affect my loved ones? You need answers, which is why we offer a free book written by medical professionals who have treated mesothelioma.
Call toll-free at 1-800-777-1366 or go to mesobook.com.
Experience the Classical Music Celebration May 11th and 12th at the historic Sarasota Opera House. World-class musicians include guitar duo Charisma, currently touring with Andrea Bocelli. Tickets available online or by phone.
My name is Julius. I have cerebral palsy. I work for Farmer Jeffrey Weising Law Firm. I do a lot of data entry and scanning documents. I want to increase my working experience to make the company much better. At the end of the day, it's good to think of the day's work and to think about what I have accomplished.
Hi, this is Dan Marino. When your business recruits people with disabilities, everybody wins. To find out how, go to abilitieswork.employflorida.com.
Our nurse, Jennifer, all we did is pick up the phone if I was having a bad day, and the next thing we know, she was here at the door. I can't believe that I would have received any greater care anywhere. From that moment on, everything changed dramatically. And I don't know what we would have done without that.
You now have the power to prioritize your Facebook feed and get local news and information from the team you trust. Go to the ABC7 Sarasota page on Facebook. Give us a like, then click following and choose See First. That's it. Customize even more by choosing notifications. Choose breaking news, posts, live videos, anything you want to see in real time. Take control of your newsfeed and stay connected to what's happening in your community with ABC7 on Facebook. Get breaking news alerts focused on the Suncoast. Download the ABC7 News app.
A Brazilian surfer sets a new world surfing record, streaking down an 80-foot mountain of water at the infamous Nazaré Break in Portugal.
Rodrigo Cox's death-defying descent took place in November, but we are just now getting to see that video. The world record was previously held by Garrett McNamara for surfing a 78-foot wave in 2011. Coxa also won Biggest Wave of the Year at the World Surf League Big Wave Award in Southern California. The Quicksilver Biggest Wave Award comes with a $25,000 prize.
A Florida photographer is getting national attention for his once-in-a-lifetime shot of an osprey carrying a shark that's carrying a fish. Doc John took this incredible shot on April 12th walking along Madeira Beach. He says he didn't realize what he had until he took a closer look at the photos at home. The photo immediately went viral, racking up thousands of views and shares on social media. You don't see that very often.
Well, graduates of California's Pepperdine University will probably always remember their big day, but for a bit of a different reason. This past weekend during a graduation ceremony in Malibu, some pesky pelicans swooped down on the crowd, creating a mixture of chaos and comedy. Several school officials tried to shoo away the birds, and eventually they moved on, and that ceremony continued. Wow.
They haven't graduated yet. That's the problem. Sarasota police officer signs off for the final time, and his emotional farewell has gone viral. Sarasota police sharing video of Officer Andre Jenkins on his final patrol shift over the weekend, and it's been retweeted thousands of times since.
I had plenty of good times and a lot of good memories over my career, and I appreciate it. I'll cherish them for the rest of my life. I wish you all well and a safe tour of duty. It's 6106, Officer Andre Leroy Jenkins Jr. ID 1000. 10-7.
Well, that video clip even got President Trump's attention. He retweeted it from his official Twitter account. We wish the officer a very, very happy retirement ahead.
We certainly do. Yeah. And every time I watch that video, I think I've watched it about 6 times now. It still brings me to tears a little bit and gives me chills. Well, still to come on your Suncoast News, why Manatee County is now involved in a lawsuit with Airbnb.
Plus, Moat Marine Lab scientists make a new discovery about red tide's effects on stone crabs. We'll have more on those stories when we come back. Stay with us.
Motor Trend said the new Alfa Romeo Giulia is hands down the best sports sedan you can buy today. And named it the 2018 Motor Trend Car of the Year. Rediscover your passion for driving at Sunset Alfa Romeo of Sarasota.
Hi, I'm Chef Bob. Watch Aprons in the Kitchen every Wednesday morning on ABC7, where we'll be serving up the most awesome dishes. Then stop by your neighborhood Publix, pick up the recipe card and all the ingredients.
Today, everyone is looking for more fashionable choices in flooring than ever before. And G. Fried has responded with a huge selection of carpets, tile, wood, laminate, and vinyl. Installed by a highly skilled team, G. Fried has got everything you're looking for and more. The next time you think about quality flooring, think G. Fried Flooring America. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
CashNet USA is trusted by over 2 million customers.
Perfect. When I lean back, I trust that you will be there to catch me. Okay, bad idea, bad idea.
Apply now at CashNetUSA.com.
Money's on the way with CashNet USA.
Stay connected to your clients and new customers using ABC7 Digital Media Services. Our team of professionals provide a wide array of digital services to help you get the most out of your website. We specialize in building and helping you maintain the most effective digital solutions for your business. It's vital that your online presence stands out, so our experts will equip you with the best resources available. Trust ABC7 Digital Media Services to give you the right tools to grow your business.
When ABC7 declares a first alert weather day, it means we can expect major changes to weather conditions here along the Sun Coast.
It means there could be severe, potentially dangerous weather ahead.
We tell you when a first alert weather day is coming because we want you to be prepared.
A first alert weather day is an advance warning. We'll let you know about any changes in the weather when the first signs appear.
ABC7 First Alert Weather. We're here for you.
My name's Luke Perry, and I am 1 million strong. I'm in the fight against colorectal cancer because I believe we can win it. Colon and rectal cancers are the second leading cause of cancer deaths among men and women in the U.S. Colon cancer is preventable. Know the risk factors and make sure to get screened. There are simple, take-home options available. Take control of your health. Screening for colon cancer isn't embarrassing. It can be life-saving. To find out more about your options, visit fightcrc.org.
When evaluating the Alfa Romeo Stelvio, Car and Driver magazine said every crossover should be this good to drive. We agree. Rediscover your passion for driving at Alfa Romeo of Sarasota.